This was peace. I breathe, you breathe. I breathe, you breathe. Slowing down the moments and remembering how far we come, and this is the journey of not moving, stagnant. I am learning to breathe in these moments when seconds feel like hours, trying not to pace the minutes, counting down to the experience is ends. I guess sometimes it's just a couple bad days in a row, not a year. And sometimes my heart is a calendar, and I can remember the exact moment when it all became a little difficult to breathe in this world. And I'm learning that trees produce their own oxygen. Again, I'm learning to remember I am oxygen, learning to be careful what moments I breathe in. See, I expand my lungs in and out, exhaling all the good, inhaling all the bad. And there's so much good left in this world I have not discovered. I am a good thing worth discovering. Learning I am a map of uncharted territory, destination, past, present, future. I am a gift. Unwrapping myself and treasure its trinkets. I went to the crevices of the land it's buried, its pieces of my past, and like treasure, I plan to go back and find out the lessons it taught. Breathe in, breathe out. You are exactly where you're meant to be. This is your journey. Don't rush peace. Peace must be still in order to change. You are in the constant state of evolving. It's beautiful the way you rotate around the sun. Don't you know you are your own solar system? Just breathe. And that's all my piece.
Tyler, that was beautiful.
Thank you
Absolutely
so much.
beautiful. What a way to start this off. Wow.
Thank you.
Wow. All right. Well, thank you. And I agree with everyone in the chat. Thank you. All right. Wow. Let's see. Well, everyone, so that was Tyler Smith. If anybody would like to say anything to Tyler, give her, how you feel about her pieces, that feedback's more than welcome in our live chat. But that was Tyler Smith. You can gather more information here on her here. Let's see. I'll put this up here. All right. So you can find where she's published at. But again, Tyler Smith, everyone. Thank you very much, Tyler. So next up on our list, we have Erica Bontrager. Erica Bontrager is one of our poets, is actually not speaking live. She was unable to make it today, but still wanted to present her piece. So let's see, we actually have the recording of her piece, and we'll be bringing it up quickly. It is the audio. So let's see here. All right. Now, everyone, please let me know if you can hear this audio quickly. Let's see.
Petrichor. The Valley of Vinyl, lull me sweet lullaby.
Gotcha. Was everybody able to hear that? Good? Excellent. All right, everybody. So without further ado, this is Petrichor by the poet Erica Bontrager. And let me get her page back up with all her information. All right.
Petrichor. The Valley of Vinyl, lull me sweet lullaby, sing of empty shadows, and when doves cry keeps spinning, you are deafening in absence. To know what is from what isn't, entice me, encircle me, broaden, thicken, widen, envelop as she. The white noise knows the song I hum, and she harmonizes dissonantly. I know you from what you know to soon be. Her hair smells it, her arms know it, and you're asleep.
right, now that was Erica Bontrager's Petrichor. So she was sharing one poem with us, and that was the one that she had sent. And let's see, Erica, if you are watching this either live or in the future, thank you so much for your submission. And for those looking to reach out to her, please leave information in the chat and we can get you connected with her. But that was, again, Erica Bontrager. Next up on our list is we have Gauri, and she is our poet that's actually from, I think the first that's not from California. So without further ado, let me set up right here. Perfect. Whenever you are ready, let's see, we'll just unmute. It actually appears that she is not in the Zoom right now, but that is okay. We can skip on to a poem that we received from an anonymous source, but we do have the title of the poem. It is Golden. So Golden is a poem that I will be reciting on behalf of the poet that would rather remain anonymous. So without further ado, we will just begin sharing that. All right. So the poem is as so. Golden. Jewelry crafted of the finest gold sat upon her chest, highlighting the prominence of her jaw, glimmering, leaving remnants of gold in your eyes, leaving everything else around you unseen. The tiniest intertwinings of each chain loop are promise of their love. To intertwine their hands in the same manner, it was not a promise for forever. But they did not live for things unknown. They vowed to live completely in every second they breathed. To share laughter, to understand the other, transparently, intuitively. Crying was not a common thing for him. In times of his sadness, she knew how silence gave more relief over the roaring of words. Her thoughts, difficult to self-decipher in times of her anger. He knew how to articulate her words, rather to return meaningless anger. They sit at night, waiting to make love in the backseat. Adults and teenagers don't differ much from each other in that moment. Instead, they lose away from lust, to find themselves lost in counting the flickering lights inside the houses up ahead. Fading into the shades of fall, trees and bushes lived against the brick walls that lifted through the glimmering houses. Light green, yellow green, golden yellow. It was not a promise for forever. They lived for things known. They vowed to live completely, to live golden. So that was Golden from our anonymous source. And if she is watching, I do hope that you know that we appreciate you sending in your submission. Once again, thank you very much. And that was Golden. All right. Next up on our list, we have Odessa. She is going to be reciting her poems. Here's a little bio about her for those looking to read up about her. Senior at Tamaulipas High School. So without further ado, Odessa, whenever you are ready to go. Yes, we see you right there. Perfect. All right, here, we'll stop sharing the screen here and you have the floor.
Thank you so much. Okay, so the first poem I'm going to read is called Divine Popcorn, and I wrote it about my grandfather. For 9 months, my grandfather had been diagnosed with stage 4 terminal brain cancer. And for 9 months, my mom had been expecting my baby sister. Life and death waved at each other from across the street during those 2 weeks in May. I imagined them there, crossing sidewalks, exchanging their universes. I wonder if they made eye contact, if he reached his hand out and they touched in this brief moment, neither time nor space, but something in between. My grandfather, as my mom always says, was larger than life. If you're not living on the edge, he used to say, you're taking up too much space. At his funeral, he arrived in a projection screen in a white suit, standing amongst the clouds, proclaiming he missed us all from heaven, managing the feat of being at his own funeral. I remember Papa vividly, but like old film, memories become grainy and still the outlines are all there. Monthly, he would take me to the movies and we'd share our popcorn, giggling as our hands touched. Then the toy store, then ice cream, then dinner, always in that order. Monthly vacations with crashing waves, the sand shifting beneath our toes. Him holding up a bagel, lox, and cream cheese, exclaiming, "This is heaven." Papa, is it true? Is that what heaven's like? Being 5 years old when Papa was diagnosed with brain cancer and being disappointed that day because our plans to go to the circus were canceled. I remember his last day, sun streaming through the skylight onto his bed, my head resting on the sheets, his breath causing them to rise up and down, up and down. We both faced the ocean, the blue, the brightest I'd ever seen it. Papa, did you know that sometimes in synagogue I pray to you? I'm sorry I didn't cry at your funeral. I tried, but I couldn't understand what death meant yet. I didn't understand that it meant no more monthly movies or family vacations or your hugs. I didn't know it meant you wouldn't see me grow up, mark milestones with ice cream, now preferably dairy-free, graduate from toy stores to bookstores, from picture books to politics, teach me how to tell the stories you were always so good at telling. I didn't know that between me and you, I will forever be 6 and you will forever be 71. I miss you. I don't know what happens when we die, but I know one day I'll meet you in the movie theater in the sky and we'll giggle as our hands touch when we share some divine popcorn. Thank you. Okay, my second poem is called Safeway and Self-Control. For all of you who don't live in California, Safeway is a supermarket. Really important piece of information for my poem. Okay, so it's called Safeway and Self-Control. The first word, the first real long word I learned to spell was Safeway. Safeway, with all the wisdom of someone who still sucks her thumb, teeth bucked slightly out. I would lean into the stranger unwillingly invited into my secret as I shared that the hardest part was which came first, the F or the E. The first word I learned how to spell was Safeway, safe haven of food and candy beckons over transvair lines, watching receipts funnel out of black boxes and tell me I am not capitalism's dream daughter. Tell me a good sale doesn't make my Jewish heart cavell. Tell me nothing feels better than a kitchen filled with food, that I like my house prepared for an earthquake. Or 3, tell me why I'm continuously anxious. I will not get enough to eat when I have never been hungry. Tell me if I bear the remnants of some generational trauma, this epigenetic anxiety I've been too scared to ask about because I am not a victim of anything. If anything, I'm bewildered by this oxymoron of privilege, why a buffet line feels like a personal challenge. How much can you eat? Why we eat fast, faster to make sure no one takes our last bite, why intuitive eating has always been so hard for us. My mind tells me I should eat more for later. When is later? I wonder if this has to do with my not too distant ancestors when they hid in pickle barrels, crossing unfamiliar lands. I wonder what food they thought about when their stomachs growled. I wonder if rations made their shoulders tense. I wonder if those memories etched onto stomach lining passed on haunted those same places. Because although true hunger is a stranger to me, I've always thought he looked familiar, like I'd seen him somewhere and I can't quite place it. See, Jews have always had tense relations with food. Our religion prescribes fast and indulgence and quick, unrelenting spurts because food is how we communicate. My Jewish calendar is also my menu, and food is our history. On Yom Kippur, we fast to remind ourselves of our mortality, to remind us that these skins and bones can be hollow too, because food is a privilege, because when Moses went up to Mount Sinai and we were too busy with our golden calves, our golden credit cards, and all-you-can-eat buffets, he asked for forgiveness. And centuries later, we ask for forgiveness too. We are artisans at practicing self-denial, self-control, everything in moderation, even moderation, living in a society with 9 different types of eating disorders. Because didn't you know gluttony is one of the 7 deadly sins? Teshuvah. We submit to discipline, and food does not cross our lips. And maybe this is why food is always associated with guilt for me. But we are reminded that it was only with a full stomach, sated from agricultural empires, that art could flourish, that people could turn their eye to beauty, look up from an empty stomach. Hunger is a gatekeeper. So the first word I learned how to spell was Safeway. Safeway to the promised land, safe, sated, Safeway. And I like a supply and an oversupply of food, because I know food is guilt and family and religion and history, and food is power. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Odessa. That was wonderful, beautiful, amazing storytelling. Thank you. All right, everybody. Let's see. We'll pull up our information one more time, just so we have, let's see. Perfect. All right, everybody. So that was Odessa. And so for those who perhaps might just now be tuning in, welcome to the Hero Foundation's virtual poetry showcase for charity. In case you missed it, we just saw several incredible performances by absolutely astounding poets sharing their work with us. We are going to continue on. And if anybody is feeling so inclined by the pieces, some pieces even talking about mental health, in lieu of Mental Health Awareness Month, half of all proceeds and donations that we are receiving are going directly to the Brain and Behavior Research Foundation. And you can find that link below. We were having some difficulty with the link about 10 minutes ago. If there is difficulties on your end, if you'd like to donate, feel free to email us and we can arrange that if the link is not working properly. But without further ado, let us continue on with the poetry. We have our next poet. All right, everybody. Shania is coming up next. I think our youngest writer on the lineup. Let's see, and we are going to get her set up whenever she is ready. Let's see. And we'll just check the Zoom real quick. So we're checking, it appears she is not in the Zoom quite yet, but we can always circle on back. Let's see, and that is not to worry. We will see who we have up next. All right, let's see here. All right, folks. Is Michael Williamson, are you in the lobby right now?
I'm here.
Perfect. All right. All right, everybody. So our next poet is going to be Michael. Again, if you look on the screen, you'll find information about him, his life, his work. And should you have any questions or wish to contact him, of course, you can leave those inquiries in the live chat. Without further ado, Michael, the floor is yours.
Thank you, and thank you for this opportunity. The first poem is titled One. One letter at a time, one word at a time, one phrase at a time, one sentence at a time, one paragraph at a time, one page, one essay, one short story at a time, one poem at a time, one screenplay or play or script at a time. And do not forget, one novel at a time. One at a time. One at a time. Just one at a time. One sentence, one word, one letter at a time. The next poem is an interactive poem. And so I'm going to ask everyone in faith to join me as I not only share my poem with you, but I also guide you through it by giving you instructions. So when I take a breath, I just want you to close your eyes. And so, for example, that is all. The title of this next poem is Walking While Wishing. Wiggle those toes in the sand. Listen to the waves. They seek you. This you must understand. Even the little ocean creatures wish to be a man, wish to be a sailor, wish to be a pirate. Do not rely on logic, but instead rely on the spirit. No one knows where it comes from, but it is there, here, everywhere. It tosses your hair, it brushes your cheeks. It fills your nostrils and belly with life. Breathe now, it is there. Breathe now, it is there. Breathe now, it is there. Sometimes the rain comes too, but not before the spirit, for it fills the clouds with water for you to drink. But for now, just wiggle your toes. Just wiggle your toes. Just wiggle your toes while you walk, while you wish. My last poem is titled Tea Time. Such a time as this, when two meet for discourse, and of course, tea, English breakfast, black tea, jasmine, green tea matcha, and later chamomile to soothe the nerves and anxiety of the day. Today is a day, of course, that we greet, that we kiss, embrace each other in brotherly love, perhaps with a kiss on the side, or a kiss on the cheek, or a kiss on the forehead. But of course, do not forget the tea. Bring back the honey. Bring back the packets of honey. For tea without honey is just not as sweet, just not as kind, just not as nice. But don't forget, but of course, the discourse that you and I must have. So let's sit, come together, and raise our glass, pinky out, for it's tea time. It's tea time. Thank you.
Michael, thank you. Thank you so much. It was our first, in the middle, our first guided poem that we had. That was a wonderful experience. Thank you very much, Michael. Perfect. Let's see. So after that, that was Michael Williamson offering 3 lovely poems for us to enjoy this evening. So we'll be moving to our next poet on the lineup. All right, so the next poet on the lineup is Ariana Alexander. So again, as usual, we have a bit of a biography for the poet on the screen. So feel free to read away. And like the earlier poet, Erica Bontrager, we reached out to Ariana. Something came up. She was not able to make it to the showcase today. However, she did send in 2 recordings. She has 2 poems that she wanted to recite. So we're going to do a quick test just to see if you guys can hear and see the videos. So let's see here. All right. So we'll do a quick test of the audio to make sure that it sounds, that folks can hear it.
Hi, my name is Ariana Alexander, and this is Intoxicated by me.
So we'll do a quick test of the audio, make sure that sounds, that folks can hear it.
Hi, my name is Ariana.
All right, perfect. So without further ado, this is Ariana Alexander.
Hi, my name is Ariana Alexander, and this is Intoxicated by me. I am intoxicated by the way you said you loved me, because when I try to open up again, now that is all I am able to recall. I am so done being reminded of the way you touched me, mind, spirit, body, and all. Never tell me not to believe that I am worthy of the love you couldn't give me, just because you didn't love yourself enough. I mean, damn, you couldn't call yourself anything more than a wannabe. And that was never glass half full for either of us. You have intoxicated yourself with the belief that you are anything more than a person that messes with the emotion. The toxin in your heart, and it travels to your brain, making a natural remedy for disaster and zero refrain. I have experienced the intoxication of what you see and know as love, but you intoxicated yourself just enough for both. Yes, both of us.
All right, that was her first poem. And we're going to pull up Ariana's second poem now.
Hi, my name is Hi, my name is Ariana Alexander, and this is The World is a Zoo by me. The world is a zoo, crowding people between people, making it impossible to see the lines of your name across the atmosphere. The world is a cage, surrounding us with walls, barricading people from finding freedom both from out and from within, taking us away from the things we love and forcing certain views from down below or up above. The world is full of space that we as people find and take. We plead and we plow against the freedom we are missing, but have we ever spent time reminiscing about what we have taken for none other reasons than selfish? Why don't you look into yourself, Finn?
All right, and that was Ariana Alexander, a poet from here in California. Gotcha. And we'll pull her information up one more time before we move on to the next poet. So Ariana, if you are watching this now, thank you so much for your submissions. Appreciate the videos. They were delivered beautifully. And if anybody would like to get connected with Ariana, of course, just feel free to reach out and we can do just that. But again, that is Ariana Alexander. All right. So we have Marianne Rojas coming up next. Let me see, my mic is working. Perfect. Whenever you are ready, Marianne, we will give you the stage and we just give folks a second to check out your biography, and feel free to unmute and give us the signal when you are ready, and the floor can be yours right away.
Thank you. Thank you.
Of course.
So my first poem is titled Grief Between Waking and Sleeping, Day 31. I saw you sitting at my kitchen table, dipping pan in café and breathing. The smell of Bustelo drifted into the ghost of my home, summoning my sleep to a field of bones where you have returned now. The body is a seal between waking and sleeping, and you pretended to not see me. I placed a golden hue in your vanishing shadow to carry the drowning of a faraway ocean that never fleshed out of your body, so it made home out of leaving slowly. This is how we arrived here, with you not here. I greet you silently, without anyone watching or listening to disturb our circumstance now. I observe you instead, learning to talk with my eyes and learning to listen with my intention. As children, we woke up at the same time, waited for breakfast at the same time. But this time you woke up first, sneaking out on me to do something mischievous again. What if I can keep this moment unwavering? Pluck it out of this time and keep it right here in my kitchen, disguised in café con pan, conjuring a way to leave together. Perhaps we can discuss who should die first properly then. This time I can have a say on how I would like to leave. Maybe we can change what happened next. Perhaps we can watch one more sunset together. I know you're here, right now, sharing this same breath where memory is remembered in between skin deep. Loneliness turns into silent space that grows, and we can bounce from breath to breath like playing children. The heart can leave the body first sometimes, outdistancing the vessel, outgrowing the shape our loneliness take, morphing the lens of those who think you were still here. The eyes cannot do it alone. It needs the rest of the body to pray. I imagine your heart landed inside another light, delicately perched on air like the body on earth, noticing that we are learning to detach. As we fall inside our outside, I lift a smile with the strength of a breath, where a cold wind lives in the center of a flame, stoked by the last hours of your laughter. My whole body is warm now. If I disturb you, then I will rupture the brief substance of a memory I risk not remembering, blurring the return of the body, forgetting how to get home from a dream. Thank you. My next piece and my last piece is titled The Fourth Body. Locate your feet and hands. Let it go. Do this multiple times. Visit the back of the heart, where a curve of light exists in the shape of a hum, carved out of the shadow of your tongue. Watch the earth repeat itself. like a child asking questions without understanding boundaries, arriving to the fate that we are, looking at ourselves, the way the night stares back at you from there to here, remembering that mirrors correlate a distance, similar to the way a body of water has its recurring destination. I've been here before, and I will come again and again, like that one time I went to a mountain. In another life, I had a different body, microscopic and buoyant, no face, no word, just a withdrawing silhouette, with a soul for language that placed me here now. And like the earth's crust, we are brittle and we can break easily, discontinue from this terrain like that, making a concept out of flesh and skin, forgetting that there is another sun that we do not talk about, where travelers of the body observe from, unafraid to translate the world into another body. Thank you.
Marianne, thank you so much. Again, everyone, Marianne Rojas delivering beautiful, powerful poetry. And we'll bring up her information one more time to check out what she has been up to, what she's been doing. Lots of great stuff. We'll pull it up right now. There we go. And we'll be getting the next poet slide set up in one moment. But in the meantime, once again, thank you very much, Marianne. All right. So our next poet, Moody Black. Whenever you are ready, just give us a quick sign, a quick hello, just to know that audio is working.
Hello, hello, hello.
Perfect. All right. Welcome, sir. Perfect.
Thanks for having me.
Of course. Thank you. Happy to have you. Before we continue, yeah, you got quite a list of accomplishments here. I want to get folks to check out some of the stuff you've been up to recently before we get started. Yeah.
Especially the last line. I really love sweet potato pie. I want everybody to know that.
Cool. I was going to ask about it, but good. Yeah. I'm glad we get. If anybody has questions about his interest in sweet potato pie, I haven't had that, but might just have to try it soon.
Yes, bro.
All right, perfect. Well, sir, thank you very much for joining us. It would appear that you are going to be the final act of the evening. So whenever you are ready, sir, the stage is yours. Everybody, Moody Black, you take it away.
All right. So let me know when. Okay, there we go. Should get my lighting good. All right. Welcome, everybody. Everybody's been so phenomenal. I've been sitting here enjoying everyone and just loving it. So salute to all of you that shared your gift and your words. All right. So mental health. Pearl, don't take that boy down there. Ain't nothing wrong with him. That's from a recent conversation I had with my dad. He said he had to tell my mom that when I was young, when she thought about taking me to the mental institution on Bull Street in Columbia, South Carolina. I mean, I guess I understand because when I was 8, I ran into the house pouring with sweat. I said, "Ma, I'm so hot." I stormed to my room closet, put on the heaviest coat I could find. Or when I was 9, my 3rd grade teacher met with her and said, "I'm concerned about Robert. He never talks to anyone. He's always reading his Spider-Man comic books. He never plays. I'm concerned about his mental health." So around 12 years old, Mama sat me down to have the talk. She looked me in my brown, pubescent eyes to tell me that mental illness runs in our family. She worried that I might be next. So I thought about Uncle Joe, Uncle Harry, Aunt B, her children. It's funny how we connect crazy to bloodlines, how folks say mental illness run marathons on roots of family trees, so the fruit don't fall far from them. Sometimes we can't help but to go bananas. However, I understood what Mama was trying to say. And even now, she sees a confused little boy, incapable of making proper adult decisions, can't keep a car, can't keep a job, how I'm always looking up to the clouds, but I just know there's an ocean up there. I just want to swim my dreams. And yeah, I may be a little off the rocker, but I spread wings, knowing that my day is coming, and I fly high. My day is already here. So you can't tell me that I'm not going to make it. And I may have made some bad decisions. I ain't too proud of that. The downside to my crazy, but I will keep fighting. Even when y'all think I'm losing, just as long as I ain't losing my mind. So don't worry. I'm not going to do it. Everyone thinks I'm going to do it. Flip out. No. I'm just going to keep writing. Till there's no more words, no more worry, till my wrists stop working, till my fingers can't taste the plastic of my pen, till my ink stop dancing, because there's a Rorschach ink block testing my testimony. The way my brain is set up crazy is all I know how to be. But being insane means to give up. To let your dreams die along with your dignity. Being insane means being on medication that will straitjacket your soul. So if you see me walking down the street talking to myself, I'm either memorizing a new poem or somebody that activated my crazy, because most people you see walking and talking to themselves may have had a mental breakdown, but maybe, just maybe, they don't know that there's an open mic with a room filled with people just as crazy as they are. So bummer, it's so hot outside. And I'm going to wear this coat called crazy, and I'm going to get on the stage, get on the mic, recite a poem, because I know it's something special I'm supposed to do, something magical I'm supposed to be, because there's an ocean filled with sky. And I just want to go there and fly with the fist filled with freedom and my jeans floating forever in my lungs. And I can breathe in this belief system of so-called sanity. So I don't mind being crazy. But being insane is just a little too painful. And my blood can't stomach the taste. That's that piece. Everybody in virtual world out there, thank you. I am Moody Black. I am Moody Black. Y'all, please, I'm on Instagram at I am Moody Black. I have a YouTube channel. I have poetry and hip hop, positive hip hop music videos on there. So y'all check me out. Support, support, support. All right. On a brighter note, this one is from a previous poetry CD. And want to, well, you'll get it. I'm just gonna read it. When I get financially wealthy, I said when, the first car I'm getting is the latest Mercedes-Benz Maybach. Now I know a lot of you may call it Maybach, but it's named after German engineer Wilhelm Maybach. It's okay. People sometimes get it wrong. But it's something about the Maybach. It just looks like it's worth a whole lot, like $1 zillion. And I don't know how much $1 zillion is, but it's got to be a lot. It doesn't have style. It has ambiance. So you got to cruise with it. It moves like it was made of something special. The inside looks like everything was hand-stitched by angels, like Granny's living room. Scared to send it like it's the good furniture with the plastic on it. Because it's a sense of pride when you get something fancy. You tend to take a little extra care of it. Even has an audio system that can shake up the moon. Can't wait to give you that out of the world experience. So when I get it, I'm going to be riding the 2 Chainz. That's right. I'm a poet and I listen to 2 Chainz because it's a vibe. It's a vibe. And yeah, it may seem like a regular car, but it's a Maybach. And everybody ain't got a Maybach, but just know you ain't got to be like everybody else. Yes, you may seem like a regular human being, but everybody ain't you. And when you realize your worth, then you can give people the latest version of yourself. You can be the 2000, whatever you want, Homo sapien 2.0 woke edition you. Now, I know a lot of you may call yourself whatever your name is, but you are made with everything that exists in the heavens. It's okay. People sometimes get it wrong, but it's something about being you. When you realize who you are, people can just look at you and tell you're worth a lot. They know that you don't have style, you have ambiance. So there's no need to speed stressfully in this life. You got to cruise with it. Move like you were made to do something special because everything in you with hands stitched by angels, like you are the mansion in Granny's living room, make folks scared to sit in your presence as if the glow from your soul is the plastic on the furniture because it's a pride when you love yourself. You tend to take a little extra care of who you is, so here you are. A sedan of self-worth with an audio system with vibrations that could shake up the moon, give folk this out of this world experience. So you ain't got to ride with 2 Chainz or ride 2 Chainz. You can ride with 2 Chainz because it's your vibe. It's your vibe. You have the victory in your velocity, positive energy in your engine. Let them know there's a revelation of luxury in your lungs. And when you open up your mind, you become a convertible of self-consciousness. All you got to do is see the road ahead and make it smoother. And when you veer off, you can always get back to where you want to go. So just don't sit idle. Get off your axle and make a move. Keep rolling till the wheels fall off. Just remember, you have to live for the drive, but never let the drive die in you. Because it's the best or nothing. And you ain't got to wait to win you're financially wealthy to have something special. Because you are the universe's greatest vehicle. You're beautiful. Mercedes-Benz. Maybach. Thank y'all so much for your ears. I appreciate y'all. I had fun. I enjoy listening to everybody. This is great and great thing that you all are doing. Giving back is always important. Definitely give back. Thank y'all so much.
Everybody, Moody Black, that was incredible. We'll put his information up one more time. Again, he already mentioned it, but has a ton of work for folks to check out, and we'll bring that information up one more time. Let's see. Perfect. All right. And again, thank you so much, man. That was amazing. That was awesome. And it's an honor to have you. And everybody, you all did absolutely fantastic.
Thank you.
It was an absolute pleasure to have each and every one of you here. And I appreciate you all sharing your sacred art with us for a great cause. But really just sharing this part of you guys. It's really, really special. And I appreciate it. And I know the audience at home does too. So thank you very much. All right, folks. So that is going to be wrapping up our first ever virtual poetry showcase.
Thank you for the opportunity.
Of course. Thank you guys so much for joining and sharing.
Thank you for the opportunity.
Of course. Thank you guys. And of course, folks, thank you for tuning in at home. Leave little messages, what you felt, if any particular poem or poet really stuck out to you. Let them know. Reach out if you want. Send them a message, of course. Anybody have some last words?
I just wanted to say, keep writing to everybody, all the poets here. Keep writing every single day, just a little bit, and that will take you farther than you imagine. Just a little bit every day. All right, a little bit every day, and don't neglect your editing. The poems sound great, and I was so happy to be a part of this, and I look forward to possibly connecting with some of you guys and seeing you guys at more open mics and more showcases. I'll see you guys later. I'm at Burn Poet, really easy. I'm a burn survivor, so Burn Poet. That's it. I'll see you guys.
All right.
Thank you very much, Michael. Very true. Keep writing, guys. Amazing work that you have.
Thank you all
for sharing it with us. All right. Well, this is Michael Ruprecht with the Hero Foundation, signing off again. Thank you for everyone who tuned in today. If you are watching or just tuning in now, we'll have this video up on our YouTube channel. For the remainder of the day, half of any donations made out to the Hero Foundation are going to the Brain and Behavior Research Foundation, as it is May Mental Health Awareness Month. So if you would like to donate, we have a link in the description below. You are also welcome to, if the link is offering some difficulties, you can definitely reach out to us via email, and we can figure something out from there. But again, thank you so much for taking time out of your Friday evening to enjoy a near 45 minutes worth of beautiful poetry from the hearts of so many amazing people from around the world. Thank you again. And until next time, this is Michael Ruprecht with the Hero Foundation. Be a hero.
please.